Alright, make sure you hit that notification bell, people. Ding, ding, ding. Alright, here we go. Cycle in the fish tank, people. What is cycling? Why is it important? How to get rid of ammonia, get rid of nitrite, and get rid of nitrates. Alright, well, we're going to cover it all pretty quickly here, I hope. Anyway, cycle in the fish tank. For you newbies, this is more for you new people than experienced fish keepers, because a lot of us know this stuff. But anyway, ammonia, as you can see down here, will break into nitrite and nitrate. Okay? Now, how does ammonia get introduced? Usually fish food or other things. We're going to talk about other things to speed up the process. But ammonia, you can actually introduce ammonia to get the ammonia going. I'll explain that pretty shortly. Alright, anywho. What you will cycle in a fish tank, people, I highly recommend an API freshwater master test kit. I don't know anything about salt water, so I'm not even going to try to go there. Alright? Maybe somebody else can recommend whatever. I don't even know if the fish cycling is the same thing on that. But you will have to have some way to test ammonia, nitrate, nitrites. That could even be tetra test strips if they do that. I don't find them very accurate, but nonetheless, you got to get going where you're getting going, because of where I'm going. Yeah, well, let's get going. Alright. The whole point is organic matter breaking down the tank produces ammonia. Well, so is ammonia. Okay? Now, I kind of screwed up here a little bit. No. Go back. Alright. Ace Hardware pure ammonia is the best I've ever seen. I said, or fish food. The problem with fish food, what you're trying to do is rot the water or give it ammonia so the water can produce ammonia to make the nitrates and nitrites, right? But anyway, the reason I said Ace Hardware pure ammonia is the best, if you bought it, if you have an Ace Hardware near you, you shake it up, or any ammonia you got. If they have sulficates in there, or added anything, like, I don't know, scents or whatever, if it bubbles at the very top of it, you don't want that. Because that stuff is going to kill your fish and kill your entire idea of what you're trying to be. Well, Scott, we don't have an Ace Hardware. Well, then you'll probably have to go alternate routes. Alright? Because the problem is, a lot of people want to add, like a shrimp in there. Just, everyday shrimp or whatever else, to get the food to rot, to produce the ammonia, blah, blah, blah. Now you've got dead debris everywhere. It's going to stink the aquarium up. And as we're going to see coming up, it's probably going to screw up your biological filters a little bit. It might clog them. I don't know. We're going to go from there. But I would highly, highly recommend pure ammonia with no sulficates, nothing. Alright, anyway. Here's what you do. Go ahead and add everything you want to add. Matter of fact, add like you're going to, add like you have fish in there. Okay? You want to add everything up front. It could be live plants. Live plants don't care about ammonia. Your light certainly don't. Your substrate doesn't. Your heater doesn't. Whatever filter you're going to use. Y'all watched me for a while. You know I'm kind of a sponge filter guy, but whatever. Hang on the backs. Add decorations. Anything you're going to add in there. Add them in the very, very beginning before you start doing this. The reason being, because once you get the ammonia kicking and we start trying to get the beneficial bacteria growing, which won't be for a while, okay? I'll give you that. But they're going to attach to everything in the aquarium. They will not attach in water, okay? So, I've seen this before personally, and the people have actually stopped by the house here to pick up fish, and they want extra water, and I'm like, why? Well, the bacteria. I'm like, no, no, no. Beneficial bacteria does not grow in the water. It grows on surfaces. All right. So anyway, I'm gonna get this moving. I know it's gonna go long, um, but if you're an absolute beginner, your very first tank, dude, if you could be friends with anybody like me or anybody else and borrow uh, anything, try to get substrate or maybe plants or cycled media. Oh my googly moogly, cycled media. I'm going to tell you what, you're going to speed up your process probably a few weeks. Yeah, what about the bacteria in a bottle and blah blah blah? Well, I'm not going to get into that tonight. Okay, I am a licensed person and have a retail certificate and a business license, and I bought some of that stuff and Dr. Tim's and whatever. We won't go there. I tell you what, it sells for a whole lot. I don't have any proof it works very well. Not knocking it. But anyway, got to keep this going. Alright. So, after your tank has been set up, again, you're setting it up like you've never had fish in there. Alright, here's what you got to do. And if we're going ammonia based, alright? Again, y'all might choose different routes. I don't like different routes, but, you know, whatever. Basically, what you're trying to do is dose a tank to 3 to 5 parts per million of ammonia per day. And when I mean per day, a 24-hour cycle. Okay? And if you get confused about that, if you bought the pure ammonia from Ace Hardware I'm talking about, and you don't have eyelets or droppers or whatever, just try a teaspoon. Put a small, or, you know, almost a full teaspoon. That'll get you about 4 parts per million. Good enough. That works. Alright? So, I broke it down for you. So, you dose that per day. Okay? And you kind of wait a few days and you dose it again. What you're trying to do is not kill your cycle. Now, hopefully you have ammonia test strips no matter what, right? And what you're waiting for is in a 24-hour period. At some point, you're waiting. When you put that in there, you want it to be less than what it was. Well, how do I know what less than it was? Well, without the API kit, you probably won't. A test strip is going to tell you ammonia's still in the tank. Alright? So, would that really help you? It's better than nothing. But no, you really need an API kit. I can't afford it. I get it. I get it. Okay? But, that's the only way I know for sure. Otherwise, just keep dumping ammonia in there, you know, at the same rate every couple days. And then at some point, your test strip might start showing, what are we looking for here? Nitrites? Yeah, nitrites. And when nitrites show up on your test strip or your kits, you know, whatever you're using, you're well on your way. Okay? So we want to keep doing this. You all can read all this stuff right here off the bat. I'm not going to repeat it all. Let's keep in mind from start to finish, on the ammonia to the nitrite cycle without media or help or starter culture or anything else, or live plants from somebody's tanks, 1 to 2 weeks at least. A little bit longer maybe. Alright. Then, once we're getting there, man, measure ammonia and nitrite levels every 2 to 3 days. Once the nitrite levels start to show, you have a progress going, right? You're good. You're golden, man. You're getting there. Alright? At that point, keep in mind, we're probably about 2 weeks in this. You can go ahead and probably half your ammonia as far as dosing. You got to keep dosing, though. And the nitrite level should spike within about the 3-week mark on the second phase. Now, what you're trying to do by dosing the ammonia, you're waiting for the ammonia and the nitrite at some point within 24 hours to both read 0. Okay? That will happen. Be patient. And we're probably into the 4th week at this point. Maybe. It just kind of depends on what's been going on. Could happen in the 3rd. I don't know. And once you hit that, you're done, dude. Do the largest water change in your life. I mean, 80, 90%. Completely, flush your system out. And, change it down to an inch or 2 of water. Completely do that. And at that point, your cycle should be done. Alright. Well, that's going to be the end of that. I really have no more to say about that. Everything, at that point, you can actually put fish in there. How much fish can I put in there, Scott? Well, let's be reasonable, people. You cycle your tank. Let's do 3. Well, if you got a 10-gallon, 2, 3, 4, 5 fish, maybe. Don't overload the system, because now you're putting a lot more urine into the system, which is ammonia, and bam. We're not going to start the cycle all over again, okay? But you got to put fish in there kind of quickly to make sure that nothing gets off balance. But don't, if you throw 100 tetras into a 20-gallon tank you have cycled, you're probably going to crash at some point, okay? Let's keep it reasonable, people. Alright, anyway, that's the end of this. You got any questions at all, hit me down below, baby. Alright, later.